Good evening, watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos confers Oman Civil Order Third Class to advisor to the Sultan's permanent delegation at UNESCO. The Sultan signs a loan agreement worth $1 billion with 11 international banks to finance requirements of the state's general budget. And the judiciary strategy in the Sultanate and managing cyber cases top discussions of Singaporean legal delegation in Muscat. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has conferred Oman Civil Order Third Class to His Excellency Dr. Musa bin Jafar bin Hassan, advisor to the permanent delegation of the Sultanate to United Nations Education, Science and Culture Organization UNESCO, in recognition by His Majesty for his role in carrying out his national duty. The order was handed by His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal bin Saud al-Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Courts, when he received him in his office this morning. The Minister of Finance had signed a loan agreement worth $1 billion with 11 international banks in order to finance the state's general budget deficit in line with the medium-term financial plan. On behalf of the government of the Sultanate, it was signed by His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail al-Bulushi, Minister responsible for financial affairs, who emphasized that participation of a large number of global banks reflected the trust of the international banking sector in the strength of the Omani economy and the positive perspective of the world towards the Sultan's economy. The premises of GCC Supreme Council Consultative Authority was opened at Hayat Sarafat in the Muscat to be a prominent feature of diplomatic missions in the Sultanate and an important tributary to the joint Gulf work action. The opening was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Az-Zayani, Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council. His Excellency Yusuf bin Ali bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, said the Sultanate, as per directives of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, who is keen that the premises represent Gulf Cooperation Council on soil of Oman, which provides support for joint action of the GCC Council. The building, which stretches over more than 15,000 square meters, includes main hall for the authorities' meetings, 2 sub-halls, 4 minor meeting halls for the committee meetings, in addition to other facilities. It also includes offices for officials, advisors, employees at the authority, which is deemed as one of the diplomatic missions in the Sultanate. The GCC Secretary General confirmed that the confidence of their Majesties and Highnesses is big in the advisory authority and its members, underlining the importance of the role played by the Board of the Development March of the GCC Common Action. In anticipation for the future of the GCC countries and they fulfill the hopes and aspirations of these peoples, the Supreme Council decided at its 23rd session in Doha to have a permanent headquarters for the advisory authority in Muscat, which came at initiative of the government of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. In a statement to the Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television, His Excellency Yusuf bin Ali bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, said efforts exerted for achieving stability and peace in the region were strengthened yesterday by a decision of the major countries and the United Nations by lifting sanctions which were imposed on Iran. By this, it can be said that the ghost of wars had disappeared and hopefully to disappear forever. Within the framework of discussions, the best practices, successful strategies and initiatives in several fields that include developing performance and training of judges and administrators, as well as adopting the best alternative solutions for disputes, a Singaporean legal delegation paid a 3-day visit to the Sultanate to review judiciary strategy and cyber cases management in courts. The visits program began by meeting with Sheikh Khalid bin Rashid Al Manwari, Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Court, Secretary General of the Administrative Affairs Council for Judiciary. The Singaporean delegation screened a documentary on the Judiciary March in the Sultanate and followed by another documentary on the Supreme Court in Singapore. The visiting delegation also gave a briefing on the legal system and judiciary in Singapore. The Singaporean courts provide a wide group of alternative solutions for disputes and adopt world-class information technology systems to enhance the efficiency of performance and transparency.
But from 1994 onwards,
the e-registration transaction through Invest Easy Gate increased its launching last April to January 2016 to be around 3,240 commercial registrations, forming 25%. This service came within the framework of improving working environment and make the procedures more easy to attract investors to establish their projects in the Sultanate. In the beginning of this year, the percentage of self-service increased to 36%, which reflected the importance of this service for the Omani and foreign entrepreneurs. Muscat Festival formed an economic and entertainment income during its versions for the last 19 years. Last year, the festival attracted more than 1 million visitors and contributed in achieving full occupancy for the hotels in the Governorate of Muscat. At the same time, a number of economists and journalists witnessed the contribution of the festival in the national economy, not as they expected. The festival is a source of income for a number of individuals and a destination for entertainment for families and children. A three-day exhibition on medical tourism was opened today to promote a number of famous medical centers across the globe. More details in the following report by Sultan bin Saif Al-Sarai.
The 4th International Medical Tourism Exhibition and Conference 2016 launched this morning at Oman International Exhibition Center.
It's an opportunity for everyone, be it in the medical field, be it in the beneficiaries from the medical services that exist in the country. As we have seen today, there are a number of institutes, organizations that have come to Oman, exhibiting, showcasing the latest in medical technologies.
The exhibition came after last year's exhibition success, and it offers good opportunity for people to visit a number of medical institutions and to get free consultation from doctors and specialists.
I came here just to have a good view about what institutes and what hospitality are available here, so that we can get advice about what decisions we should go and what decisions we should go for right hospitals. So I'm trying to search for a specific hospital, so that I want to take my family and get some checkup.
All corners represent well-known hospitals and medical centers in Thailand, Ukraine, India, Iran, Belgium, as well as Sultanate of Oman. And this gathering will continue until the 20th of this month. Around 60 medical institutions from all around the world have gathered in this spot in order to offer their services and abilities to the visitors. Sultan bin Saif Al-Sarai, Muscat.
Thoroughbred Arabian horses are one of the most preserved breed in the Sultanate. This makes the Sultanate one of the international stations to organize world championships for Arab horse beautification. The equestrian course at Al-Rahba in the Wilayat of Barka hosted 31 purebred horses that attracted many visitors. The shows of participated horses were in 5 levels, and the show was crowned by the induction of horse Amabeli from the Royal Cavalry to the championship trophy. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Omani Environment Day is celebrated in the Governorate of Dakhiliya. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Directorate General for Customs in Royal Oman Police launched the Procedures and Customs Operations Computing System and a one e-window system in Muscat International Airport to provide high-quality customs services. The launching came coinciding with the gradual application of Bayan system in all land, sea and air customs, which will contribute to issue the permits and clearance easily and fast. The Directorate also organized a training course for the government employees on how to use the system and how to apply for the clearance online. A three-day conference on acute cardiovascular disease concluded last night. It included international and local experts and other health professionals with the collaboration of Omani Health Association and the European Society of Cardiology. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Arubai.
Poorly controlled low-density lipoprotein cholesterol LDL-C continues to increase worldwide and is a risk factor for coronary artery disease and strokes. Therefore, healthcare professionals are striving to control these through more comprehensive surveillance, treatment regimes, and raising awareness of the public and modification of lifestyle choices which are necessary to halt the rise in cardiovascular disease and related mortality. This was the focus of this international conference held here in Oman. Here are the views of experts from Oman and outside Oman.
This conference is a very important conference because it deals with the acute cardiac conditions. And of course, the acute cardiac condition, it needs a fast recognition, diagnosis and treatment. And we hosted a very eminent experts from Europe. And of course, there are also important speakers locally.
Dr. Kadhim, how can health practitioners transfer what they have learned in this conference to their practice?
We should translate what we learned on our patient care. So we need to apply the up-to-date evidence-based medicine, guideline-driven, to improve the outcome of the patient. We also feel that we need to have some changes, system changes, and we need to work on improving our emergency medical service to get the patients faster to the hospitals for a better outcome.
Dr. Abdullah, from the outcome of this conference, what message would you like to give to the public?
We have a responsibility to look after our bodies, not only after our banks. Investment based on the health, and that means proper exercise, proper dieting, proper food, keep away from smoking and all the things that are already not allowed in our society.
Dr. Bueno, what are your observations of the strength and areas for improvement in cardiovascular services in this part of the world?
I've had the opportunity to learn about the healthcare system in Oman, and I think that there are very good news there. It's a public healthcare system. It's free for everybody, and you're lucky that you don't even have to pay taxes to have it there, which is very good. There's a powerful primary healthcare system, and there's a hospital level which very good cardiac departments. However, I've learned also that there is a need perhaps to increase the coordination in terms of transfers, and particularly for acute cardiovascular care.
Dr. Hatim, What can you tell us about raising awareness of the public and about cardiac services in Oman?
The main task here is to improve awareness of the public, first of all, of the acute cardiac conditions that they're susceptible to. Heart attacks, acute heart failure, acute rhythm disturbances. To educate them in terms of the symptoms they should be watching for. That can be done through media, through newspaper, through dedicated sessions on TV, through workshops, seminars, and also make them aware of the resources available to them.
It is clear that raising the awareness of the public is a key step in reducing cardiovascular disease worldwide and in Oman. So, the message to me, to you, and to all of us is to invest in our health by modifying our lifestyle through a good balanced diet, moderate exercise, and for those who are practicing harmful things such as smoking and alcohol, do avoid alcohol and smoking, which are harmful habits to you, to your family, and the society in general. This scientific collaboration with the European Society for Cardiology will assist in boosting acute cardiac care in the Sultanate of Oman. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Al Bustan Palace Hotel.
With the support and supervision of the Office of the Advisor to His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs, the Italian expedition of the University of Pisa has continued its work at the Sultan's archaeological sites. More details in the following report.
The Italian mission was invited in 2004 to conduct a preliminary study of what it is now confirmed to be Salud ancient castle and village at Buhla in the governorate of Ad-Dakhiliya. The historical importance of Salud is directly linked to the beginning of the history of Oman, and thus related to the early arrival of the Arab tribes from other parts of Arabia. The site is also linked to the early evidence of the Aflaj system in the Omani Peninsula. This work resulted in a site that's now a prominent landmark in the area and that can be safely visited by tourists. Renewed excavations at the site revealed more outstanding situation when the remains of an actual settlement were discovered. A remarkably dense scatter of Iron Age shreds had been found, as well as the presence of buried large stone walls, a shrine and a cluster of dismantled tombs. An Iron Age stamped seal and occasional stone vessels fragments were collected from the service in this area. A program of long-lasting, extensive excavations has already been compiled, as the site is of immense scientific and touristic importance for visitors and researchers to discover its rich nature.
Oman oil price March delivery reached $24.84. Dubai Mercantile Exchange said that the price of Omani oil declined $1.12 from the price of last Friday, which was $25.96. The average price of Oman oil February delivery has stabilized at $34 and 59 cents. That's $7.70 per barrel, lower than January delivery 2015. Okay. Oman Air, the national carrier of the Sultanate of Oman, has announced a new code-share agreement with Thai Airways International for flights between Muscat and the Thailand's capital, Bangkok. Thai Airways International shares Oman Air's commitment to delivering the highest quality of products and services. Together with Thai, Oman Air will be able to offer more customers the experience of Oman Air's award-winning products and services between Muscat and Bangkok. To benefit from services and facilities of emerging projects and small and medium enterprises, National Business Center, that is affiliated to Public Establishment for Industrial Estate, signed an agreement in the field of health and energy to embrace the companies of Majan Health Services and Ibra Energy Services. Majan Health Services Company is considered a medical station to provide occupational medical services, disease protection related to factors inside the workplace, in addition to provide service of mobile clinic at the worksite. Under the theme, Our Environment, Our Country, so preserve it, the Governorate of Dakhiliya celebrated the Oman Environment Day. The celebration forms an annual message that carries lots of evidences that aims at increasing society awareness about the necessity of protecting natural resources. It aims at involving various society segments in protecting the environment. The celebration witnessed a wide participation from private, government and other society sectors. Women also took part in the celebration through instilling culture of preserving the environment on youth. The total of real estate value activities recorded during last December in the Governorate of North Batna reached 14,132,000 Omani Riyals. The total land plots which were disputed during the same period reached 230 multi-use lands. In addition to 4,014 ownership deeds were issued. A number of housing requests during December 2015 recorded in the Directorate General for Housing in the Governorate of North Batna reached 21,004 requests. Now for the near weather forecast, clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of clouds and fog in the Governorate of Brahimi, Wusta and South Sharqiya, as well as areas overlooking Sea of Oman. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate and seas will be moderate along the coast of the Sea of Oman with a maximum wave height of 2 meters, and it will be slight along the rest of the coast with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos confers Oman Civil Order Third Class to advisor to the Sultan's permanent delegation at UNESCO. The Sultan signs a loan agreement worth $1 billion with 11 international banks to finance requirements of the state's general budget. And the judiciary strategy in the Sultanate and managing cyber cases top discussions of Singaporean legal delegation in Muscat. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Thanks for your company. Good night.